we are live.
Okay, yeah. Hi, Bol everyone. Hi, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hi, Krishna.
Mataji.
Hi, Bol. See, so we are coming at the end of your academic year soon, right? The year just passes so soon. Hari Bol, Abhinav, Kabir, Subhadra Giridhari, Balabrinda, Rai Prahlad, Samskriti, Radhika, Advait. Hari Bol. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hi, Krishna. Okay, so yeah. Everybody can see the slide?
Yes, Mataji. Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Yeah, so we'll start with our prayers. One second. Yeah. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya
Chakshuramitam
Tasmai
Shri
Shri
Gurave Namah.
Namo
Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Vedanta Swami Neti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Deve
Gauravani
Gauravani
Pracharine
Pracharine
Nirvishesha Shadavadi Sastavati Svitarine
Jai Shri
Jai Shri
Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda
Shri
Shri
Advaita
Advaita
Gadadhara
Gadadhara
Shivasari
Srivasadi
Gaurabhakta
Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Namaste Saraswati Gaurani Krishna Shri Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhara Sri Gaurabhakta Hari Bol. Okay, so what we'll do is, okay, now this chapters as we're going with the Canto 3 Part 2, there are few chapters which we will be going in one go, like just a summary of the chapters. So those chapters which do not have many stories into it or are a lot more hard for you all to understand, we will quickly we'll give a summary of it and go ahead. Okay. So in that is I think last week also you had one chapter with Radhika Kusturi Mataji, the marriage of Kartamamuni and Devahuti. So now as we go ahead, it is the chapter 23. Yeah, chapter 23. It's Devahuti's lamentation. Okay. So now again, today we have the new verse with us. Okay, one second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Nayadvachas. Can you repeat everyone together?
Nayadvachas.
Nayadvachas. Nayadvachas.
Nayadvachas.
Chitrapadam.
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 Harer Yasho.
Hare Yasho.
Harer Yasho.
Hare Yasho.
Nayadvachas.
Nayadvachas.
Chitrapadam Harer Yasho.
Chitrapadam. Hare Yasho.
Nayadvachas Chitrapadam Harer Yasho.
Nayadvachas. Chitrapadam. Hare Yasho.
न यद्वचश्चित्रपदं हरेर्यशो
न
यद्वचश्चित्रपदं
हरेयशो
जगत्पवित्रं
जगत्पवित्रम्
जगत्पवित्रं
जगत्पवित्रम्
जगत्पवित्रं
जगत्पवित्रम्
प्रगणितकर्हिचित्
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 जगत्पवित्रं प्रगणितकर्हिचित्
जगत्पवित्रम् प्रगणितकर्हिचित्
जगत्पवित्रं प्रगणितकर्हिचित्
जगत्पवित्रम् प्रगणितकर्हिचित्
न यद्वचश्चित्रपदं हरेर्यशो
न यद्वचश्चित्रपदं हरेयशो
जगत्पवित्रं प्रगणितकर्हिचित्
जगत्पवित्रं प्रगणितकर्हिचित्
तद्वायसं
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 तीर्थं
तीर्थं
तद्वायसं तीर्थं
तद्वायसं तीर्थं
तद्वायसं तीर्थं
तद्वायसं तीर्थं
पुष्यन्ति मानसा
पुष्यन्ति मानसा
पुष्यन्ति मानसा
पुष्यन्ति मानसा
तद्वायसं तीर्थं मुष्यन्ति मानसा
तद्याद्वचश्चित्रपादं मानसा
तद्वायसं तीर्थं
तद्वायसं तीर्थं
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 तद्वायसं तीर्थं
तद्वायसं तीर्थं
उष्णन्ति मानसा
पुष्यन्ति मानसा
तद्वायसं तीर्थम् उष्णन्ति मानसा
तद्वायसं तीर्थं पुष्यन्ति मानसा
तद्वायसं तीर्थम् उष्णन्ति मानसा
तद्वायसं तीर्थं पुष्यन्ति मानसा
न यत्र हंसा
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 निर्मन्त्य निर्मन्त्य
निर्मन्त्य
न यत्र हंसा निर्मन्त्य
निर्मयन्त्य
उशिक्षया
उशिक्षया
it's a together word, okay? Ushikshaya न यत्र हंसा निर्मन्ते उशिक्षया
न यत्र
न यत्र हंसा निर्मन्ते उशिक्षया
न यत्र हंसा निर्मन्ते उशिक्षया
Just give me 1 second here. I just checked whether the pronunciation was right. Ushikshaya. Okay, this is Ushikshaya. So like the K, because there are two together K. So when you are blending it, it is not K together. It is not K two K's pronunciation. Ushikshaya. This K and S is together pronounced. Okay. Okay, we'll say it together again. न यद्वचश्चित्रपदं हरेर्यशो
न यद्वचश्चित्रपदं हरेयशो
Jagat pavitram praganita karhichit.
Jagat Pavitram Praganita Karichit.
Tad tadvaya tadvayasam tirtham mushyanti manasa.
Tadvayasam Tirtam Mushanti Manasa.
न यत्र हंसा निर्मन्तया उशिक्षया.
Nayatra Hamsa Nirmanti Ushikshaya.
Okay. Abhinav, can you read the translation, please?
Yes, Mataji. Those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly people to be like unto a place of pilgrimage for crows, since the all perfect persons are the inhabitants of the transcendental abode. They do not derive any pleasure there.
Very good. Giridhari, can you read the translation again?
Yes, Mataji. Those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who only can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered are considered by saintly persons to be like unto a place of pilgrimage for crows, since the all perfect persons are inhabitants of the transcendental abode. They do not derive any pleasure there. Thank you, Mataji.
I pulled. Right, so we will be doing this verse like for another 2 weeks so that you get a lot more understanding from this. Now this verse is very very important. So the what you say, the purport also I just want you all to read that purport because this is all related to the association also. Okay, association, and also about the where what exactly we are we the crows or are we the swans? Okay, so I just want you all to read this purport. I'll have Tulasi. Haribol Tulasi, are you there?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes.
Right. Haribol, can you read this part, please?
Crows and swans are not birds of the same feather because of their different mental attitudes. The freedom worker or passionate men are compared to the crows, whereas the all perfect saintly persons are compared to swans.
Thank you so much. Right. So this example of crows and swans is given a lot many times in our scriptures, right? And this just gives us an understanding. See what is the exact description about the crows and the swans? It is written that when milk and water is kept together, the swans are so selective that they will just drink the milk out of it. They will try to extract the milk out of it and they will drink it, right? So it is that what type of mentality or what type of mental attributes we take in this material world and move is very very important. Should we be like crows or should we be like swans? Again, the crows are like they will be present everywhere anywhere, just doing all sorts of things which are not necessary. But the swans are like just like some divine creatures who will not be engaged in all sorts of activities. They will be just engaged in activities which are really worthful, or which will give them a lot of it will not be just sense gratification. Okay, just to extrapolate that as to human beings or to us people in the world. As we go ahead, we'll understand exactly difference. Okay, Ramachandra, can you read this other part, please?
Mataji. The crows take pleasure in a place where garbage is thrown out, just as the passionate fruitive worker takes a pleasure in wine and women and places where crows sense pleasure. The swans do not take pleasure in the places where crows are assembled for conferences and meetings.
Very good. Thank you so much. Radhika Rasika.
They are instead seen in the atmosphere of natural scenic beauty, where there are transparent reservoirs
Reservoirs
of water, uh,
nicely decorated.
nicely decorated with stems of lotus flower in variegated colors,
Variegated.
variegated colors of natural beauty. That is the difference between the two classes of birds.
Very good. Second, let me see who all are here. Where's the next? Okay, then who is there? Balavrinda?
Okay. Nature has influenced different species of life with different mentals
Mentalities.
and it is not possible to bring them up into the same rank and file.
Good, thank you so much. Advait?
Similarly, there are different kinds of literature for different types of men of different mentalities. Mostly the market literatures, which attract men of the Crow's category, are literatures containing a few remnants of serious topics. They are generally known as mundane talks in relation with the gross body and subtle mind. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Khushi, are you there? Do you want to read? Hi, bol Khushi. Okay, Kabir.
Okay, Mataji. They are full of subject matter described in decorative language full of mundane similes and metaphorical arrangements. Yet with all that, they do not glorify the Lord. Such poetry and prose on any subject matter is considered
Decoration.
decoration of a dead body.
Thank you so much. Then whom do we have? Krishna Nena?
Spiritually advanced men who are compared to the swans do not take part in such dead literatures, which are the sources of pleasures for men who are spiritually dead.
Okay, the next. First, we'll read today and this part, and then we'll go ahead, okay? Okay, who else is left to read? Okay, Khushi is in there. Kabir, Krishna, Nena read, Ramchandra read. Rai Prahlad,
Yes, Mataji.
can you please read this part?
Yes, Mataji. These literatures in the modes of passion and ignorance are distributed under different labels, but they can hardly help the spiritual urge of the human being, and thus the swan like spiritually advanced men have nothing to do with them. Such spiritually advanced men are called manasa, also because they always keep up the standard of transcendental voluntary service to the Lord on the spiritual plane.
Very good. Thank you so much. Smriti,
Yes, Mataji.
can you... one second. Yeah, can you start reading from here?
Yes, Mataji. This completely forbids fruitive activities for gross bodily sense satisfaction or subtle speculation of the material egoistic mind. Social literary men, scientists, mundane poets, theoretical philosophers, and politicians who are completely absorbed in the material advancement of sense pleasure are all dolls in this material energy. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hey, Krishna. Then who else is there? Samskriti?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, can you read this part?
Sure, Mataji. They take pleasure in a place where rejected subjects matters are thrown. According to Swami Sridhara, this is the pleasure of the prostitute hunters. But literatures which describe the glories of the Lord are enjoyed by the Paramahamsas who have grasped the essence.
Very good. Okay. Yeah. Subhadra, I'll be telling you to read the next part, okay?
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah. So, like, as we see, why I told you all to read the purport for this specific verses, because this is very important of what type of mentality and what type of...
Mataji, 1 second. Subhadra, yesterday I saw your dance.
To Subhadra's house?
It was
No,
what
Mataji.
Yeah, you danced so nicely yesterday.
Where, Mataji?
Mataji in New Orleans, Guru Maharaj welcome was so nice and they all danced, especially Subhadra's danced a lot and lot.
But
Can you please share in the group, Mataji?
Yeah, Mataji, I will share that link in the group, Mataji.
Mataji, Guru Maharaj came to our temple. So like he was so excited that he felt in ecstasy.
Which Maharaj?
That's
Jai Pataka Maharaj.
His Holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj.
Yeah.
He came all the way from Mayapur.
Yes, he
I
is
took
a
aspar
special
from
soul.
him. I took aspar from him.
Okay.
And Snanyata Purushottam Swami Maharaj to our
Yeah,
place.
you all a bit. Yes.
Soon Jaipatak Swami Maharaj is coming to our place too. And we're next door to these like devotees and Maharaj is staying right in their house. So we're gonna be like next door to Maharaj.
Hari Bol. Please ask blessings for all our Bhakti Sangha kids, okay? Let Maharaj know that you all are studying Srimad Bhagavatam in Bhakti Sangha Kids Academy. Okay? Tell him that you all are learning the Srimad Bhagavatam. He'll be very happy. And take blessings, tell him that please give all your blessings to all our kids and the Matajis also. Okay. So, yeah. So what is this important is that crows and swans, examples of crows and swans is given over here, right? So what are the crows? That they will be more towards the garbage things. They will be more towards things which are not good for their spiritual upliftment, or those things which are always stinking. So just as example of crows is given, same is how the people with sense gratification are. They will always be with thoughts of cursing someone, thoughts of always complaining something, or thoughts of things which are not going to be good for their spiritual development. So this type of mentality will be for crows, while swans will be like they will neglect the things which are not really important for their for their spiritual growth, or things where there is nothing about the Lord, or there is nothing which will help them. They will not go to such places. So we have to decide, like, what do we need to be as we grow up? Should we, just like I told you, right, when it is on a Friday evening, or maybe on this everyday evening also, when you are attending the class over here, what do you all do? You are for this time, rock, paper, scissors, Subhadra Giridhari. So what are we doing? You are choosing Srimad Bhagavatam over something else which you could do in the material world. I know everyone loves playing, and playing is also important. Your physical growth is also important. But in a day, out of your day, if you can devote at least half an hour, 45 minutes for our spiritual growth, that is also very, very important. And you all are making the very right choice. So this is what we have to learn from the crows and swans. Kabir, you have something to ask?
No, Mataji, Kritudas Maharaj is coming to my house.
Very nice, very nice. Serve all Maharajas who come to your house with all your devotion. It's very what you say. You all are lucky that you are getting such association and personal association. So that's really very nice. Yes, Giridhari, you want to say something?
Mataji, can I read the like when you're done reading, Mataji, can I read the next slide paragraph?
I think yes, Subhadra is left now. I'll have Subhadra to read. Ramachandra, do you want to say something?
I just wanted to say that His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj came on Snan Yatra at our temple.
That was where? Baltimore?
Yeah.
No. Baltimore, is it? Oh, very nice, very nice. And I think Maharaj should be in Atlanta for the Panihati as well, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he must be, he would be.
Yes, Mataji,
Very
he will. He will.
Okay, very
But
nice.
Mataji, he's in Dallas for Sadhu Sangha.
I know. I'm
I'm
missing
going to
Dallas.
Sadhu Sangha.
Very nice. All those who are going to
I'm
Sadhu
gonna
Sangha.
so from there I'm gonna go in the Greyhound bus to Janavi's house.
Okay. Those who are getting personal association of Maharaj, very nice. Or those who are getting to go to Sadhu Sangha, very nice. Or else you can also watch it because Dallas Temple, they will be streaming it online as well. So those who due to time constraint or due to any other reason are not able to go, see to it that you can join the Kirtans online as well. Okay.
Mataji, I'm
I'm
going to
missing Dallas
disconnect.
so very much, specifically this time of the year. Okay, so now as we go ahead with our chapter, which is the Devahuti's lamentation. So in this part, it is like when Mother Devahuti and Kartama Muni, they get married, they start with their family life, and then it is that Devahuti is the daughter of Swayambhuva Manu, right? So she has been in lot of opulence. One second, let me see how much time is. Yeah, she has been in a lot of opulence. She is a princess. And now she is married to Kardama Muni. So, as their family life starts, then this chapter explains about how Kardama Muni he plays the part of the husband, and then he satisfies all the needs of the wife. And so he makes a aerial plane for her so that she can be in the right spirits. And because Kardama Muni, remember when we started with this chapter, it is that Swayambhuva Manu had visited Kardama Muni because Swayambhuva Manu was instructed by the Lord that the further that that Kardama Muni will have Kardama Muni and Devahuti, Mother Devahuti, they will have the Lord as their son, right? As we go ahead in the further chapters, it will be Kapila Muni who will be born to Mother Devahuti. So now in this part, what we are seeing is that there are 9 daughters who are born to Kardama Muni and Mother Devahuti. And these 9 daughters are further given to the 9 rishis. And then the main reason for all this is that Lord Brahma has instructed Kardama Muni that they are supposed to populate the whole universe. And the 9 daughters of Kardama Muni are given to the 9 rishis, who go in the different directions, and then the further the progeny and the further the populating the universe is one step which goes in this chapter. Okay, so as we go ahead, it is seen that Mother Devahuti is in association with Kardama Muni. Okay, now I'll just have this slide put up so that you understand what we are talking about. Now see over here, Kamsa is also in association with Krishna. Shishupal is also in association of Krishna. Putana is also in association of Krishna, right? And what? Oh, okay. Over here, gopis are also in association of Krishna, and all the mothers in Vrindavan are also in the association of Krishna. So, what is the difference between this association and this association?
Mataji,
Yes.
different rasas?
Okay, different rasas. What
Mataji,
else?
Different
maybe
bhavs,
Okay,
different mentality.
different
yes,
bhavas,
different mentalities, different bhavas. Very nice.
different
So it's
relationships.
yes, different relationships, right? So then they have different reasons why they are in association with Krishna. Putana was there to kill Krishna. Um, Shishupal was there because he was envious of Krishna. Kamsa was there because he was afraid that he would be dying at the hands of Krishna, right? Whereas the gopis over here, they are in association with Krishna. Oh, they are in love with Krishna. They are a total surrendered to Krishna, right? The mothers of Krishna over here are they are in the motherly relation with Krishna. So now these both associations are there. But at the end, if you see, these all also got liberation and these also got liberation, right? So the Lord, who is so very what you say, he's so very loving that no matter all these Putana, Kamsa, there were so many other demons who were uh, who did not remember Krishna with the right spirits, but at the end, because they got liberated by the hands of the Lord, they were granted liberation. At the same time, over here, the gopis and all the residents of Vrindavan, they were also liberated because they were in the association of Krishna and they were surrendered to Krishna. So this association with Krishna matters a lot. Over here, as we go with this chapter, Kardama Muni, so Devahuti, Mother Devahuti is an association of Kardama Muni. Now, that association is to, uh, though it is with any sort of, whether it is for sense gratification, whether it is with the loving association, though it is with the association with the right person, that will help to cut the bondage of sense gratification, cut the bondage of your life and death, or the birth and life cycle. So this association which is there is very, very important. So if you feel that, sometimes we feel that, oh, it is such a long distance, why am I going here, or how can I, like, I have to go and attend the class also again. So though we think about such things, it should not become a hurdle in our spiritual progress. Because what happens is, the few minutes of association with the right person can do a lot of difference. Can anybody tell me one example wherein you have got a lot of, you did not expect that, yes, if I go over here, I'll get something very, very nice, or with respect to spiritual thing, okay? And you went over there and you felt, yes, that this was the right decision that I did, and it is really nice that I came over here. Anyone? Yes, Samskriti?
So one time, Mataji, there was this Prabhuji's birthday, so we went there, but we didn't know if we should actually go there or not. But we still went, and then it turned out to be like a Krishna Katha, and it was about like the Bhagavad Gita and stuff, and I learned a lot more.
Very nice, very nice. Yes, Priti?
Mataji, there was this like thing where we were like, there was like it was for Jayapataka Swami Maharaj's like birthday. There was like this glorification of him, and then we were wondering if we should go or not because it was at this Mataji's house that was 45 minutes away from where we lived, and my mom was like, "Okay, can we drive 45 minutes?" And it ended up being really fun because it was Ekadashi and there was like a huge feast, and they were all just like dancing and singing. We were
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Krishna Nena?
So on my birthday, I went to temple for blessings from temple president, and then so the Prabhuji, he like gave me blessings and gave me. I was just thinking he would give me blessings, not that he would give me direct sweets from like
Offering. Bhoga.
Davan and the like Radha Kun Shankun water, and also I also didn't think he was gonna give me and like a necklace from Narsimadev, which was like placed on Narsimadev in Mayapur, and then and like I got it. So yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Balavrinda?
I got associated with Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, and I got aspire from him, and he wherever we were welcoming him in the from whenever he was coming to Dallas, and everybody was squishing and having associated, and I one time my slipper came off because everybody was pushing me, so I couldn't. But I went in front and I also got blessings. I
Very good.
standed right near Guru Maharaj and I took the picture.
Very good. I stood near Guru Maharaj.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone.
Mataji, I have to say something else.
Yes, go ahead.
I also got associated in the reunion, and we welcomed him in the Houston, and I got blessings because there was very less.
Saying reunion of Bhakti and Vrinda. Yeah, you got blessings from all of them, right?
Yeah, I got blessings for
all the devotees you
But
got associated. Yes, Sita
Very
Priti
good.
Mataji there. Yes, she was there. She was on Zoom.
She was in Dallas.
Yeah, she was in Dallas. You didn't see her?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay. Yeah, you met all
Okay.
the devotees, right? That's what you are.
But I didn't purpose to give other.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Subhadra, can you read this part now? I think.
Yes, Mataji. The association for sense gratification is certainly the path of bondage. But the same type of association performed with sustainedly person leads to the path of liberation, even if performed without knowledge.
Very good. Right? So then this is what is very important. One second, let me have this part. Okay, this, let
What's
me
the
see
point
who.
of it? If I were gonna do anything,
Haribol. Okay, Rai Prahlad. Rai Prahlad, are you there?
no. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, can you read this part, please?
Yes, Mataji. The association of a saintly person in any way bears the same result. For example, Lord Krishna met many kinds of living entities, and some treated him as an
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
as an enemy, and some treated him as an agent for sense gratification. It is generally said that the gopis were attached to Krishna for sense attractions, and yet they became first-class devotees of the Lord. Kamsa, Shishupala, Dantavakra, and the other demons. In the temple, sure, but if it's outside, no. And other demons, however, were related to Krishna as enemies. But whether they associated with Krishna as enemies or for sense gratification, out of fear or as pure devotees, they all got liberation. That is the
Okay.
result of association with the Lord.
Very good. Thank you so much. Yes, so Giridhari.
Which part?
Even if.
Okay, Mataji. Even if one does not understand who he is, the results have the same emphasis. Association with a great saintly person also results in liberation, just as whether one goes toward fire knowingly or unknowingly, the fire will make one warm. Devahuti expressed her gratefulness for although she wanted to associate with Kardamani Muni only for sense gratification because he was spiritually great. She was sure to be liberated.
He was spiritually great.
He was spiritually great. She was sure to be liberated by his benediction.
Very good. Okay. So this is what was important over here is that Mother Devahuti getting associated with Kardama Muni, and whether whatever the reason was, whether it was for sense gratification initially, but at the end, it is that she'll be liberated because Kardama Muni was a very pure soul. Okay. Yes, Kabir, can you read this part?
Okay, Mataji. Anyone whose work is not meant to elevate him to religious life, anyone whose ritualistic performances do not raise him to renunciation, and anyone situated in renunciation that does not lead him to devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead must be considered dead, although he is breathing.
It's such an important verse over here. This is from 3.23, the last two verses. So see what is the comparison given over here? A person who does not lead a devotional life, a person who does not serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead is considered to be dead, although he is breathing. That means those people out over there in the mundane life, those who are engaged in mundane life, they are not related to the Lord in any way, are considered just as dead bodies walking, just breathing, but they are more like dead bodies. And that is not a good sign of your spiritual development, right? That means you are not thinking about your soul in any sort of way. Okay. Radhika Rasika, can you read this last one?
My lord, surely I've been solidly cheated by the insurmountable illusionary energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For in spite of having obtained your association, which gives liberation from material bondage, I did not seek each such liberation.
So this is the lamentation of Mother Devahuti, because she said that though you are there for your association is so precious, and I was just thinking about all the material pleasures. So she's lamenting over her that thought. Okay. So now, as we said that though we go in a positive mentality or we go in a negative mentality, if they were in the association of the Lord, they were sure to be liberated. Whether, just as we gave example of Kamsa, Putana, or Shishupal, though they went with an enmitical attitude towards Krishna, they got liberated. So over here, Mother Devahuti is lamenting that you were right in front of me, who can give me liberation, who can, because of your association, and I was thinking about something else. So she's lamenting over that thought, and that's the reason for this chapter we have as Devahuti's lamentation. Okay, so we just quickly finished with this chapter, but the main emphasis or the main essence of this chapter was association. Okay, now I want everybody to come on video for 1 minute. Can you all come on video for a minute? We can have quick photo with all of you. Because then this, you know what, like if I have everybody on video, then I can send this photo for our the monthly magazine which comes, the kids magazine which comes. If you all can come on video. Prahlad, are you there? Balavrinda? Hari bol, Balavrinda, are you there? Okay. Hari bol.
Mataji, what did you say?
If you all can come on video.
Okay.
I think Balavrinda must have gone somewhere. She must be using us. 1 second. Balavrinda, yes. Everyone. Hari bol. What happened, Balavrinda? Are you mad with something? Big Hari bol with a big smile. Yes, thank you so much. Hari bol. Okay, so now, oh yeah, we've completed this chapter. Now I wanted to have a little bit thought. I wanted you all remember last time we started a talk about it, that when you go out, when somebody asks you some question, remember we talked about it, that we will be playing the play roles of one person being, suppose I as being a atheist and asking you all sorts of questions, and then you are going to refute that theory of mine. I think I don't know whether last Monday we talked about it, or last Friday. So just like I think you also
Monday only, Mataji. I stopped the recording Monday only.
Monday, right? Yeah, yeah. So then, see, currently what it is going on is that there are, when people go out, like it's not only in India, but maybe outside there's more awareness, because there are outside more preaching. Over here also there are preaching programs, but people, they think that, yes, we know everything, that know everything sort of mentality which is there. And then when you ask them, like how many, a simple question, like Pandavas, how many Pandava brothers were there? They will not know how many Pandavas, like it should know, right? 5 Pandavas. But they will say that, oh, maybe Lakshmana, maybe this, and all sorts of wrong answers they will give, because they are not reading the scriptures. They do not know what is in our scriptures. Okay. At least like, normal for as an Indian family, because we have, because I think your parent generation, they have been growing up looking at on the TV we had Ramayana, Mahabharata in the earlier times. Okay, so the scriptures were at least known, just at least known. Forget about the philosophy behind it, but at least known what was the thing. Yes, Abhinav, you have something to say?
Most of the families in India, they just know scriptures from movies.
Yeah,
Literally.
that's really a very sad thing. Not a sad thing, also we can say at least one effort, like okay, at least you are listening to something, but then that is not the right source, right? A movie, a serial, it will always be made dramatic so that it can please the audience. The original philosophy or the original thought process will not be there. But at least, as we say, that something is better than nothing. It is one step. Then as you go curious, then you will at least feel that. See, now many a times what happens is you start reading a novel. Okay, I'll give you an example which is more relatable to you all. You'll start reading a novel, or maybe you are first watching a TV series or something related to a book, and then when you see that, then you feel that, oh, you know what, I should be at least reading the book. Or maybe a common example is about Harry Potter. You all must have read Harry Potter, right? So then when you see the movie, you feel, oh, maybe it might be other way around also. When you read a book, then you might feel that you should see the movie. But I 100% I will say that those who have read the book will not enjoy the movie, right? Because the
Martin,
book is, yes,
when you said that like a book and the movie, I immediately thought of Harry Potter, and then next you said that. And for
yeah,
me,
because it's,
uh,
uh,
I didn't really like the movie as much as the book because the
yes,
plot is totally different too.
different. I totally agree
Yeah,
to it.
movies are completely different from the plot, but they look cool. That's why I liked it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look cool, but then yeah, but then those who have read the movie, if they, sorry, if those who have read the book, if they sit to look at the movie, they have so many comments they pass. Oh, this is not there in the book. This is not there in the book. This is not right, isn't it? So the same thing is with our scriptures as well. To make it more dramatic, the movies are there. Okay, and the movies are for such people who do not know that a book exists. So at least that movie, those who are watching the movie for the first time, maybe out of 10 people, at least 5 people, at least 3 people will be attracted towards at least reading the book, right? So the same is with scriptures. The society over here, as we say, that try to look what is good in the society around, right? Try to take whatever is good. So maybe a movie is made, forget about whatever the dramatic part is, but if that movie um, what will try to make you go to the thought process that yes, let me at least read the book what it is, that is one step towards your goal, right? And this thought we have to get into our Krishna consciousness, that if suppose you are watching a cartoon or watching a TV series on Lord Krishna's pastimes, so if you can get motivated to, oh, let me read this story more. Let me go and read the Krishna book. That is the positive thing, right? So what is happening around is that people do not know the scriptures well. So when you do not know some things, you are always bound to be cheated, isn't it? When you suppose you go to an Apple store, or when you go to some store where you're going to buy an electronic device, and you do not know what all offers are there to it, or what all things are you are going to get with it, and the person over there knows that yes, you know what, maybe Radhika Rasika has come to take an iPhone, and she does not know that there is a deal going on. Let's cheat her. Let's not tell her about the deal, and we will keep the deal hidden from her, right? Something of that sort can happen. So it is really important that you know what our scriptures are. For example, like suppose now I am going to give you a question over here. I think we have another 5 7 minutes. I'm going to give you a question over here, and I want at least maybe everybody will not be able to share their thoughts, but at least I want you all to think about it for a minute. I am an atheist. Okay, we are going to have role play. I'm an atheist over here, and I say, hey Abhinav, What is it with your scriptures that you consider the cow as a god? I don't believe in this. I'm some random person and I talk to you in such a way. So now this is not a question only for Abhinav, for everyone. So how will you try to convince this person? See, you do not have to totally get mad at that person. We do not have to physically abuse that person, verbally abuse that person, but staying in Krishna conscious, keeping our cool in mind, because always remember how Srila Prabhupada was so patient with the hippies, right? So then how will you try to convince that person, or at least explain that person that why cow is so holy for you all? And as you are children, I would really expect if you can give scientific evidence with it and then think about it. Why? The question is, some atheist comes to you and say, you know what, hey, why are you worshipping cow as a god? Yes, Kabir. And we'll be cutting it short, okay? So 1 point each person so that everybody gets a chance. Yes, Kabir.
So what I would respond is I would tell the atheist that the cows we worship the cows because they are providing us milk.
Okay, 1 point over here. Giridhari, 1 point, okay? Forgive me because I'll be giving everybody a chance. So 1 point and then I'll be moving to the next person. Yes, Giridhari?
So Mataji, so 1 point is like the cow is considered like, so if you were atheist, then I should say that a cow is very sacred because
Sacred, okay? Sacred gives us milk, okay? Balavrinda,
A
1 point quickly, be ready with your points.
a cow is a cow is very like a mother. It's like we should worship it because it's
Okay,
a mother.
mother, okay? Cow is a mother. Very nice. Abhinav? No, who is there? Abhinav is raised or Advait? Advait has raised hand. Yes, Advait. Raise your hand so I can pull you out quickly. Advait?
Mataji, what I would say is that um, the cow is not necessarily a god, like the god like Krishna, but it's someone who we worship because
Okay, we
it
worship. Yeah, why do we worship? The reason is why. Yes.
because
Go ahead.
the cow is a symbol of your mother,
Okay, that point has been taken.
and
Anything else
also
you want to add?
the cow is like Mother Earth. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. Okay. Anybody? Yes, Krishna Nena?
The cow has feelings and like we don't want to hurt it. Like it can cry too.
Okay, compassionate. Okay, the compassionate point. Radhika Rasika?
The cow is very pure.
Pure. Okay,
And
the cow is pure.
from a dog, if you have a dog, it's better to take a cow than a dog. Worship a cow.
Okay, okay, okay. We
A
will not
cow
have a
can be
comparison between animals. Radhika Rasika will not have a comparison within animals. So you said that she is very, what you said? A
pure.
pure. Okay. Abhinav?
The cow is loved by Krishna.
Okay, she's been loved by Krishna. Okay, Rai Prahlad?
I say that the cow is holy because it always resides in the place of Krishna, and it is Krishna's most favorite animal where you can
Okay,
find his
Krishna's
love.
more favorite animal. Yes, Ramachandra?
People use cow dung and cow milk for many purposes.
Hari bol, very nice. This is what I want as everybody's answers are very correct. But when as children, when you are going to go into this process, I want you all to start thinking scientifically also. Because remember the world out there out of 100 people, there will be like only 25 people who will go with scriptural evidences. Okay. So scripture will come as a part of it. But if you can convince them with scientific evidence, then they will be more they will give a ear to you. At least they will try and listen to you. Yes, Ramachandra, what did you say?
People use cow urine, cow dung, and cow milk for many purposes.
Very
Mataji,
good.
Mataji,
Yeah.
I said Mataji, I also said kind of the same thing. I said that the cows provide us with milk. That's also
Yes,
scientific, right?
yes. It's also scientific. Okay, so see in this world, what is the use of something? People try to use things, right? People try to find, oh, why is this useful? Why is this useful? They always want some material gain out of it. And then slowly out of material thing, then if we can pull them towards the devotional aspect, that will also be one way towards getting them to know the scriptures. So as you all have said different points, did everybody get a chance to say something? Samskriti, I didn't hear from you.
Krishnamati, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
The cows, like, they provide us with milk, and they're like one of like our mothers.
Okay, yeah. To summarize, yeah. So they are one of the mothers, and then like as they provide us with milk, and the each and every part of the like, whether it's the cow urine, whether it's the cow dung, the milk, everything is being, it's like just a selfless thing that the cow gives us, right? And so it is also considered to be, that is also one reason it is considered to be holy. And as someone said that it is about compassion, right? Mercy, which is the main basis of Krishna consciousness also. That a cow or each and every animal, when you look at it as a creature or a creation of the Lord, that all, and then what are we doing? That's, just look at into with this aspect, that we are considering cow holy, and then you do not kill that animal because that animal is giving you so many things, and it is we are considering it as a mother. So this compassion which is there, so whenever somebody asks you, you can have different things, you can tell them, if you're a material person, think about the material gains which you're talking about. A cow is giving you milk, the cow urine is used, the cow dung is used. So many, it is used as fertilizer, it is used as manure. So many things if an animal is giving. So why not have compassion towards that animal? Like, because whatever in some religion, in some people, they eat the cow meat. So that is such a wrong thing to do. Like somebody is giving you something, and you as an ungrateful person, ungrateful animal, you're trying to consume that animal. So this is one way which you can refute. But to know this, or to, there are now parts wherein cow dung can be used to make paints. There's a new research, the new research and factories are also put up. There are many plants also put up, wherein the cow dung is treated in a way where it can be used to make paints. The cow urine is already used in so many medicines, and in fertilizers, the cow dung can be used. So if it is so much important, and if it is used in so many variety of things, why not have that animal show some compassion to that animal? This is one way which you can refute it. Okay, now next thing what I want you all to do is, maybe it's not an homework, but at least if you can read about it, cow, in our scriptures, where all do we have the mention of Mother Surabhi in our scriptures? Okay, I want you all to find out that. In the next class when we meet, we will talk about this for this part, like where in the scriptures, because now we talked about scientific things, now we talked about superficial things which we had. So just let's dive in the scriptures, and where you had the mention of Mother Surabhi, or where did the cow go, and whom did she ask for, the whether it was the bull, the cow, wherever it is mentioned in our scriptures. I want you all to just find that. Can you all do that?
Mataji,
Yes.
this is advice. If you already know past time, can you say it, or do we like find exactly like which book
Yeah,
it's
you all
in?
know it, right? When it is Parikshit Maharaj, remember, or how when Mother Surabhi went to Lord Brahma, that what is happening in this world. And do you want me to tell? Okay, take
That
a
was
week.
Mother Earth, right?
Take no you'll take a week, and then next week we will be talking about in the scriptures where all the mention of mother cow is mentioned. Okay, where all is mother cow mentioned.
Mata,
Just
is
take
there
a
a
week.
specific story that we have to find, or it can be
Yeah,
any story?
where all in the scriptures do you find the mention of mother cow? Whether it was in association with the Lord, whether in any pastime, or whatever it is, wherever you can find, just try to find, and then we will talk about it. If you all cannot find, no worries. We will talk about it in the next week. Is that okay, everyone? Okay or not? I don't hear you all.
Okay,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll end the call at 7:20 already. I'm already taken 10 minutes more. Fortunately, there was no class today, so we've gone 7:20 now. Okay, so we'll end the call. Vancha kalpatarubhescha kripasindhubhayeva पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ऑल अवर लिटिल किड्स की जय हरि बोल
Haribol.
Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण